Hey guys, welcome to a triple commentary. I have both Cholera and Moletrap alongside. This is going to be the final match part of Ever OSL 2008 Group E to see who advances to the round of 16 between Daezang and C. C, yeah, we've both everyone agrees in commentary ahead of time that C really doesn't seem into it this match, so it'll be interesting to see if he can pick it up here against Daezang. Daezang starting in the upper right hand corner in blue, upper left hand corner we have C in white, and this is on Troy, and honestly I think things really favor Daezang here. First of all, C not really looking like he's into this matchup, and on Troy, which tends to favor Protoss players.
And not to mention the fact that actually Daezang did beat C like 2 days ago in the Pro League. That's kind of an indicator as well. And yeah, I was really kind of disappointed in C's performance the last game. You know, he just freaking, I don't know why he gave up like that. It was ridiculous. I'm like, okay, you just lost your containment. That's not reason to, you know, shoot yourself in the face. The fact that I don't like you as a player might be a good reason to do so, but no, I don't dislike C that much. Except he's not terribly exciting. So, anyways, yeah, this is gonna be an interesting matchup, though. I think these guys are pretty evenly matched, though, in general.
Yeah, that's amazing to say that. I don't know, Daezang, he's statistically worse off than C, but yeah, C right now I would say actually I would call this game for Daezang right now. Actually, I strongly think he's going to win this game. I just have a feeling. From watching the first game on Huarengdong, despite it being such a Terran biased map, C almost lost that game. Daezang came really close to winning the game, and just with really good Reaver harass. So yeah, I agree with you. If C loses this game, it's all gonna be him to blame. And actually, double gateway here for Daezang here, so could be seeing an early rush here.
Yeah, it looks like what he's going to try to do is going to try to put on that pressure. We've seen this happen often, is put on the pressure early, try to get an assimilator down. Once you have an assimilator down on your Terran opponent, he's absolutely screwed. Unfortunately, if you end up getting your base healed in, that can kind of be reverse Scrooge depending if you get that counter rush on. But yeah, Daezang, I was about to comment on this, is, you know, not all that great, and then he gets into Ace, plays all these top level players, and all of a sudden he's really like, what is it, 3 for 3 or 2 for 2 or whatever. Yeah. He's playing it really awesome across the board. And fortunate for him, it looks like he's scouting clockwise, so he's going to end up coming across C's base last, so he's not going to get a very good spot. We'll see also, it depends on C-Scout as well. If he ends up scouting directly into Daezang's base, that would also be unfortunate. But Daezang, and I'm also curious, he's going for this 2-gate rush, but he's not doing it proxy. This initial zealot pushing, that I think will give an indication, though. It's not a complete dedication, as you can see. He's putting down the assimilator as well, so it looks like he's just trying to get a quick early push on Daezang and maybe try to get an assimilator out. C, unfortunately, looks like he's turning around that scout, going to do a counterclockwise scout instead, so he's going to be hard-pressed to actually fight this off.
Yeah, he does have the factory coming in there, and first of all, I do want to say that, yeah, Daezang has been playing really well. Even though he lost that first game, his Reaver micro was just beautiful to watch, his Reaver shuttle micro. He did end up losing his shuttles, and I think that hurt him a lot, but his micro was just absolutely terrific, and yeah, C's going to have a little bit of trouble here. He does have a couple Marines. He needs to micro them a little bit better, though. He is starting to micro them. Unfortunately, he didn't put his factory in any place where it would be too convenient to micro around with. He's just forced to use those SCVs to block, and he's not moving his Marines out of the way very well at all. So Daezang able to pick off 2 of his first 3 Marines with just the first Zealot, and that first Zealot is not even close to dying right now. Well, maybe it is close to dying right now, finally, but almost takes out the 4th Marine. So far, a decent rush. It looks like he's definitely put on the pressure. We'll see if he goes for the simulator or keeps up with the pressure trying to go into his main base.
Yeah, I have to say there, I think a slip by micro from C there. I would have expected his SCVs to block better for the Marines, and now allowed the Zealots to kill off so many of the Marines. It looks like range upgrade going up for Daezang also in his base. I actually think this is quite an interesting decision whether he should go for the simulators or not. I would actually lean towards not going for it and just try and do as much damage as possible inside the base. But it looks like he is going to go for a couple hits on the simulator, and he's going to try to do some. Looks like, yeah, wow. Just once again, the Marines not in good position there. Managing to take down all the Marines without losing a single Zealot. And C's in a lot of trouble right now because the first 2 Dragoons are out and are about to come into the base here. What do you think, Diggity?
Wow, maybe if a tank's being produced like right this second, if it had been produced a couple seconds ago, C might stand a chance here. But honestly, this Dragoon's going to come out, and then he's only got a Vulture to fight off 2 Dragoons and 2 Zealots. One of those assimilators is going to go down. I don't think he can hold this. It looks like he does have a tank out. The question is how long does he have before Siege Tech comes out? So I think if Daezang does a little bit of micro here, a little bit of decent micro here, I think he will be able to take this assimilator down. Not doing a fantastic job thus far, though. Now putting the Zealot through at that gap, and this is incredible. One Zealot taken out, so C actually doing a little bit better with his micro now, and Marine dead alongside, and it looks like he might have to back these 2 Dragoons off. And the other question is was he researching Siege? If he's not researching Siege, again he could be in a lot of trouble. It looks like he is researching Siege. I think he would have been done with mines at this point. Having to pull SCVs off the line, 2 more Dragoons pushing up, so now even if he does get Siege, I think those 4 Dragoons might be able to pick that tank off. He is going to have range in just a second, and this assimilator is in fact going to go down. I don't think there's anything C can do to keep that from going. He can just continue hammering it. The assimilator is down, and now C is in a really bad position. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh, he's in such a bad position now, because he has to go straight to air. Daezang in the meantime controls the entire map. Wow, Daezang with the brilliant frontline blitz, putting down his assimilator at the same time, and just that was really well timed.
That was really well done indeed, and you're right. I'm pretty sure he's researching siege mode, because that's the only thing that could save him right now. Basically, I guess mines might be able to hold it off, but I think he was probably going to try and save this. Oh, the second assimilator is going down as well, so he's not even going to try and save that second one. And I actually just watched Combat do a TVT on this map the other day, and he was talking about how it's important that that second assimilator means that he can't even put an SCV through to try and make another base or try and make a factory outside or anything like that. So you're right, C is going to have to go straight to that air, and he is going straight to that air, but Daezang is going to know that he's going straight for air. I mean, there's nothing else he could do, so Daezang's going to be able to you know, block it. Oh! Stupid what is that, a Tyrannid or whatever this is? Scanned.
Sounds like a curse
can't
word.
See it on, I've got LQ right now, low quality video, but oh my gosh, that's lame. I don't
really
think you
good
even realized
micro
it.
there.
Wow, Scanned micro for the win.
Yeah, right. Wow, yeah. Yeah, I have to say, with the really good Reaver micro from Daezang, I do expect him to pull the win here and just or just perhaps ferry a couple of troops in. I don't know, do you guys know if the command center can be simply lifted off and planted at that expansion, or if you have to mine the mineral there?
Actually, that's what I was about to say. Is he at least gets one expansion, because as you can see, Daezang exploring that 9 o'clock.
Oh, right, he did have to drop it. Yeah.
You can drop it, but I think you can drop it off position, and I think you can still get a Marine out there. It looks like he had a dropship anyway, so no, I take it back. He's got the dropship out. He dropped the SCV. That's where he's going to take his second expansion. So now we can at least ferry troops out. Surprised that Daezang didn't push up with more Dragoons along the perimeter. Maybe even produce, I don't know, it would be kind of a wasted tech, but maybe produce a Corsair out in the field, or at least get kind of a perimeter scan. Now pushing out with those 4 Dragoons. This is the advantage of just worrying about that dropship, is you can kill units as they come out. And C, as you can see, getting those 2 tanks picked off right away. Looks like C's going to go in for an additional drop. I don't think it's going to be. It looks like, yeah, he's going to do a drop backside. Daezang spotting it out, though. And yeah, as you can see, Dragoon's waiting. So right now all he has to do is just create a general contain around C's base, and he can just wait C out. Vulture's coming out, but yeah, surrounded by Dragoons. Hi, Vultures! Trying to plant mines, but Daezang, I think, a little bit too ready for that. Not even losing a Dragoon, actually. So in a really strong position to fight this off. Still going to lose some probes, actually. I'm surprised that he wasn't able to kill those Vultures before they would even get any probe kills. But still, I have to firmly put this still in Daezang's hands. Suffice a miracle, an absolute miracle from C.
Yeah, he definitely. I mean, he was well prepared for that. He already had his observers out and everything. C has actually got 2 dropships. It'll be interesting to see if he decides to go for just ferrying, or if he just decides to go for keeping all of his, almost like a TVT, keeping his forces in dropships. It looks like he's probably going to go for multiple dropships here. You know, C is doing, I have to say, he's doing a pretty good job of dealing with the fact that he doesn't have a front door, really. He's doing okay with it, and he's actually going to try and, looks like he's going to try and use that to his advantage and destroy the wall at this other base that he's taking. So he's going to be able to basically keep, because just like his units couldn't go through, also Daezang's units couldn't go through as well. And with those 4 Goliaths in there, it's going to be pretty protected. He won't be able to really, you know, drop a shuttle in there or anything like that with the 4 Goliaths running around that base. So C's actually going to have a pretty protected expansion there. Daezang's going to have to start expanding as well pretty soon here because because Daezang blocked him off, he couldn't really attack him anymore either. And so C was able to take 2 expansions. So C now with 2 expansions and Daezang with only 1. So Daezang needs to get off his butt and start expanding and using the fact that he blocked C in, or it's not going to do him any good.
Yeah, I agree with her. I thought that Daezang should have set up another expansion about 2 minutes ago. It looks like he's actually going for a Stargate here, so it looks like he's going for carriers. I see the fleet beacon there. I'm not sure if this is the best choice of tech, though, because C already has amassed up 3 dropships, and he can do a lot of hurt now on Daezang's base if he chooses to do this drop. Meanwhile, Daezang actually floating a couple of Dragoons over there, but he is spotted before he can do any damage. I guess he had vision of that area, and losing his only shuttle here, so actually Daezang is in a good amount of trouble. I actually say that C's come back quite admirably in this game. I'm glad he didn't just GG after his assimilators were destroyed, like he would have in Game 2. But yeah, no, I'm surprised though that Daezang didn't decide to go for more shuttles. I think going for more shuttles and putting some Reavers in there, putting some Dragoons in there would have been the better choice for him instead of going straight for carriers here, because C already has a lot of glides out. Looks like he's going for a 3 dropship drop here. Of course, he has been spotted though by that observer. I hope C knows about it, or else he's going to find himself running into these Dragoons as they're trying to fly. And looks like he is going to avoid this trap here. But yeah, I'm surprised that Daezang didn't decide to go for more shuttles and play more of an air control game. The fact that he let C out at all to do any harassment was surprising to me, and also the fact that he still hasn't set up an expansion yet. Is that an expansion going up in the lower right? And what do you think Daezang should do here, Diggity?
I think Daezang, what he's doing is he's knowing he doesn't have to worry about tanks as much out in the field. Looks like C once again opening up that 9 o'clock, or I should say closing off that 9 o'clock expansion. He's basically not spending as much gas. He doesn't have to worry about tanks out in the field, so he can basically conserve and out of 2 bases where he wouldn't be able to keep up with unit count out of 2 bases and go carriers normally. He can with this setup, and I'm surprised actually he hasn't taken that kind of offside drop point, although obviously C's going to be in drop shells. But I have to admit, I like this maneuver, but it might be playing right into C's hands because C does have those drop ships out. He is basically going Goliath at this point, but I still think Daezang is in a very strong position. He can still, looks like he is expanding the bottom right hand corner. Actually might get taken out here by these 3 drop ships pushing in, at least going to have to be cancelled. But still, those carriers are going to be out in no time. The question is will C be able to fight it off at that point?
Yeah, canceled immediately. It almost looks like C is containing Daezang. I mean, he's put random Goliaths at the 3 o'clock position. I don't think he's expanding there. He's just got him there. I think he left a couple Goliaths there just to kind of make sure that no shuttles get out that direction or something like that. Maybe he picked that Goliath back up. I could be wrong, but that's what it seemed like. He must have seen that. I don't remember if they showed whether he did or not, but he must have seen those Stargates coming up because he's going mass Goliaths, and he kind of knows that he doesn't really need tanks in this situation because Dragoons aren't going to do as much good because Dragoons are not going to be able to attack any of his bases right now. So he can just go mass Goliaths, not worry about getting any tanks, and he's going to be able to take care of these